Carrie, they have never heard of Mount Temecula.
Well, just tell them we're by the parking lot at the top of the highest mountain.
Okay, so yeah, we're just
oh, hey guys! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. It's been quite the week.
I'm gonna see you over here anyway. All right,
We've been waiting for the snow. One time there was that cloud that came and we were very hopeful, but that just kind of dissipated. And
you know, there's 3 strikes in baseball.
yeah.
I think we've had about 10 strikes. Every single place I can think of that delivers food, no one is able to deliver. Not even this guy, but he did make it up here, which gives me hope that we're not like abandoned.
I mean, that is the first person we've seen in a while.
Yes, so here's the deal. I don't mean to be a party pooper, and I do not mean to be a Dougie Downer, I think is what you called me.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident that it is not worth waiting for the snow that's not going to come.
I have been waiting for you to say this.
Oh, you have been?
When? When were you going to get
I don't
down?
know. I don't think I would have survived another night.
I can't wait to get down the hill and have some pasta.
Yeah, I don't even like pasta, but food right now sounds great. I've been living off a Kuna Matata diet. It's the grubs and not good.
Yeah, I'm glad you finally gave up. Goodness.
Yes, all right, so we're heading back, I guess. But you know what? While we head back, why don't you guys play this game?
Wait. Before we go, though, I've been waiting with this plan B. You ready? You ready?
Better not be an extra pair of gloves.
Here we go. Davino, look. Okay, why are you walking away? This is his snow. Frolic, my friend, frolic.
There is a term, relentless optimism. Can we please just admit that this is
you want some? It's really fun. Like the wind cut. There it is. There it is. Oh, yes.
Snowball fight. Snowball fight. Kids, play the game. Good luck. My anger might fuel me into some level of trying to make this game difficult. So, yeah, hey, that's all I've got.
Wait, we can do it again.
I'm just happy.
We can do it again.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Roll it, DeVito.
I could have done this a week ago.
What's happening, kiddos? It's me, your friend, Mr. Ryan, and I have the privilege of hosting the last game of 2020. Now, here's the deal. I found some videos on YouTube and all around the internet, and then I had my kids watch them, but I paused them before they ended, and I asked my kids to come up with 2 possible endings for the video. And your job is to guess which one of their answers might be right, or you can say, I don't think either one is right, which brings us to the name of the game, which is either or neither. You're gonna guess whether either one of theirs was correct by choosing the one you think is right, or you can say neither one is right. So kids, it should be tough. These are some pretty crazy videos with some pretty weird endings, but I think you can do all right. So let's go ahead and start it off with round 1.
Wow, I wouldn't mess with them guys, bro. It's gonna kick off here. It is.
All right, kiddos, option 1 is that a squirrel attacks the lions, and option 2 is that the lions attack the car. Your job is to say if it's either one of those, pick the one you like, or you can say, I don't think it's either one. You'd say neither. So either or neither. Good luck. Oh man, kids, that was disgusting. It also was neither one of their guesses. So if you said neither, you got it right. Let's take a look at round 2. Okay, kids, option number 1 is that someone falls out of the back of the truck, and option number 2 is that the car that's filming runs into the back of the truck. Is it either one of those or neither one of those? And once again, the answer was neither. Let's take a look at round 3. All right, kids, option number 1 is that a dog comes out of nowhere and knocks the kid off the balance beam. Option number 2 is that the kid slips and face plants on the balance beam. Is it either one of those or is it neither? Man, my kids are bad at guessing the ends of these videos. That's another neither. Let's take a look at the next one. Hopefully their guesses will be better.
is fast.
How fast does that make you?
It means it makes really fast.
Let me see how fast.
All right, kids, option number 1 is that the kid does a face plant within the first 5 steps. And option number 2 is that a random person in the background falls down. Is it either of those or neither of those?
Let me see how fast.
Oh! Finally, it wasn't neither. The kid did do a face plant in the first 5 steps. Let's take a look at the next round. All right, kids, option number 1, one of the cats tries to attack the fish, but misses and just falls in the water. And option number 2 is that the fish tries to attack the cats. Either or neither. Back-to-back rounds with my kids getting it right? What? That's crazy. Let's take a look at the next round, kids.
KTM, sklep Enduro. Cześć Grzesiek, jak Ci się podobało?
Było super, ale wiesz, muszę jechać.
All right, kids. Option number 1 is that a bird swoops down and attacks the microphone. Option number 2 is that another biker comes out of nowhere and crashes into these two. Either or neither.
Było super, ale wiesz, muszę jechać, nie?
Now that one was gross and pretty funny, but the answer was, of course, neither. Okay, for this one, my kid just gave 2-word answers. The first answer he gave was alligator surprise, and the second one he gave was another snake. So those are your 2 options. Is it alligator surprise, another snake, or neither? Whoa, I did not see that coming. That was another very large snake. Let's take a look at the next round, kids. All right, option number 1 is seal surprise, again with the 2-word answer. And option number 2 is that the pelican pulls the person into the water. Is it either of those or neither of those?
When the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime and I want to spend some time.
Now that is just adorable, but also it's neither. Let's take a look at the next round. Option number 1 is that the parachuter crash lands, and option number 2 is that the parachuter takes out someone on the ground, crashes into a person. Is it either of those or neither of those? Oh man, I did not see that one coming. It's another neither. Now let's take a look at the next round. Looks like we're gonna play some basketball on this one. Option number 1 is that someone comes out of nowhere with a surprise block and packs this kid. Option number 2 is that the kid is just really surprisingly good. He jumps up and slam dunks. Is it either of those or neither of those? Oh boy, that is a good way to ruin a camera. And again, the answer is neither. Let's take a look at the next round. Birthday to you. All right, kids, option number 1, the lady's hair catches on fire when she bends over to blow out the candles. And option number 2 is that the dog jumps out of the lady's arm right into the cake. Oh man, that is not cool to do to a dog, but once again, the answer is neither. Now let's take a look at our final round, kids. I wish you luck on this one. Option number 1 is that this adorable little girl gets a little too funky with her dance moves and ends up wiping out, kind of tripping and falling. And option number 2 is that somehow she does a dance move that involves her wrecking that TV. Is it either of those or neither of those? I guess technically that was a dance move and she did wreck the TV, so my kids got that one right, and I'm hoping you did too. Okay, kids, that is all we've got for today, and I guess technically it's all we've got for 2020 when it comes to these games. Don't worry, we'll be back next year with plenty of more fun, but for now, that's all we've got. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Kids, we are back in civilization. My belly is full. I finally got to eat. It is nice.
That feels so good to finally get this sweater off. I mean, it's been a long week.
You have worn that. You have worn that pretty much. I mean, the last.
What is, Ryan?
It is.
Ryan?
It's my Seahawks Christmas sweater.
This is the sweater I've been trying to get you to wear all month.
It wasn't, I mean, it didn't seem right. I mean, I didn't know for sure that the Seahawks were going to be marching into the playoffs, but I mean, you know.
It's got Christmas trees on it.
Yeah,
Christmas is over.
But it's a Seahawks Christmas sweater, and this is the time they need an encouragement just before playoffs. They're ready to do their thing, and
it would have been to get a couple of like pictures like this, but
that works. We just
too late. I'm over it.
Again. You're really good at improvising. That was good right there. So hey. Isn't it nice though? I was just telling the kids, I mean, I finally got some food in my belly that didn't involve like squiggly worms and stuff like that.
Oh my
And we are here, we are back in civilization.
Protein up there, right?
Yes, yes.
Some things were, it's questionable what we took in.
It was rough. It was rough. There's things from those last 3 to 4 days that I'll want to forget forever because I went to a very dark place. So do you want to cue up the worship while I try and erase those bad memories?
All right, Christmas, it was magical.
It was great.
Again, Jesus' birth, celebrating just God coming to us in all the love.
I love it.
That shows us, right? So we've got God is for me. God is for me.
A classic.
He cannot be against me. And then we've got Never Ever Gonna Be.
Never Ever Gonna Be.
I love how it makes your shoulders go like
I love the songs that once I hear the name, I'm like, Never Ever Gonna Be.
It's just these
I love how you
remind us that the God who loves us is he's been with us and he's going to continue to carry us into the new year.
That's truth right there, kids.
Boom.
Your worship leader, your little worship pastor, teacher extraordinaire, Miss Carrie, you have a gift.
That sounded like Marty.
Oh, what? I mean, do you see a mustache under here? There might be. You never know. Kids, enjoy worship.
Looking out, it's a great big world. Where do I Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. I can see about the peace you give to me when I feel alone, and how you're always there to lift me up when I'm feeling low. I can sing because I know your love will ever and always be. It's why I'm singing, I'll never stop singing. Everybody sing with me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love for me. Oh, there's never ever gonna be anything better than your love.
So I loved what you had to say at the end when you were queuing up worship. You're talking about this idea that, hey, the new year is almost here, right? It is what, like 3 days away or something like that?
There's so much hope and anticipation for this new year. I feel like more than any other year.
That is
possibly,
true. There's a
right?
lot of people
Yeah.
that are, oh, I can't wait for 2020 to be over. And honestly, who knows what 2021
We
has
don't
in
know.
store?
We never know. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
Exactly. But I do have just a few little words that I want to share to encourage the kids
Good.
during the message about this new year. The new year is kind of, for me, I just think of fresh, new beginnings. Good stuff, right?
Okay, you said it for the kids, but can I listen too? Because I feel like I need this.
I think you're allowed. I
Okay.
think you're allowed.
Okay.
And, you know, kids, you can have your parents listen if you feel like this is something they might want to hear. But the message is coming. I hope you guys are encouraged because this is a good time of year. It's a
It
good
is.
time of year for fresh, new beginnings, like I already
Ooh,
said.
I like it.
All right, kids, enjoy the message.
Wow, we have officially made it past Christmas and we are very quickly approaching 2021, which means, kids, you know, it's a new year, a fresh start. And I believe that before we kind of plot our course for 2021, we need to take a minute and be smart about things and look in reverse. That's right. We need to look back. Look back at 2020, look back at the years before that, and try to learn from them. Try to be wise. So that's why I'm facing the wrong way, so that you can see that I value learning from my past. Looking in the rearview mirror, so to speak, so that I can move forward as productively and as wise as possible. Wouldn't you agree, Davida? Thank you so much. Anyway, kids, one of the things I've learned from looking back in the past over the last, 20 to 30 seconds is that my arms get numb when I hold this iPad up a lot. So if it's okay with you, now that you get the idea of looking backwards, I'm gonna go ahead and put this down, turn around, and face you guys for the rest of the message. Magic cut now, David. I hope this is all magical. I hope this is magical. Is this magical? Oh my goodness, my back hurts. Oh. All right, this is much better. Looking forward at the camera like I usually do, but all that little joking around about the rear view was actually very, very, very important. Kids, I'm not kidding when I say that the best way that we can move forward well is by taking some time to look backwards. And so obviously, with New Year's coming up on Friday, this is a very good time for us to think about how we'd like to move forward. But like I said, we should always start by looking back. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of the Israelites and how God chose a man by the name of Abraham. And he said, Abraham, I know you're old, I know you don't have any kids, but I'm gonna choose you to have kids that will have kids that will have kids that will have kids. And one day, in the not too distant future, Abraham, your family is gonna be plentiful. It's gonna be like the stars in the sky. Abraham, your family is gonna be my chosen people, the Israelites. Now, if you know anything about the very beginning of the Bible, Genesis and Exodus, you know that the people of Israel, Abraham's offspring, Abraham's children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, they were God's people, but they also had a lot of ups and downs as they chose to follow God and not follow God. And in the book of Exodus, we read about how they had become slaves. The Israelites as a nation, as a group of people, had become slaves to the really, really mean Egyptians. But we also know that God in the book of Exodus helps them escape from Egypt, and he's going to take them to a place called the Promised Land. Now, after the book of Exodus, you have Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, but there's a book called Joshua. And Joshua is all about how the Israelites get into the Promised Land and they start to win battles against these wicked people that live in the Promised Land. And at the very end of the book of Joshua, Joshua gathers everyone around and he says, listen, we've gotten into this land now. We are about to begin our new lives here in this incredible land. He says, before I let you go, before you go and start your lives together with your families, I want to take a few words and I want to give you some insight on how you can best move forward. And what happens is he shares some words from God. All of Joshua chapter 24 is Joshua speaking to the people and saying, this is what God says to you. He says, look back. Look back at how I was faithful to not just you, but to your parents and to their parents. Over the years going backwards, can you not see how I continued to be faithful and good to the people of Israel? And he says, now I want you to look at how you guys have turned from me. You've chosen not to follow me, not to trust me, not to obey me over the years. And I want you to see how that has never gone well for you. And what he ends up doing is he says, just listen, look back, see how things have gone, and now you have a choice to make. And the choice you have to make is to choose whether or not you're going to choose to follow and obey and trust in God, or you're going to choose to go your own way. And one of the most famous verses is at the end of Joshua chapter 24, where Joshua says, you need to choose this day who you will follow, who you will serve. But as for me and my family, we will serve the Lord. We will follow God. We will trust in him. And the reason he makes that decision about how they're going to go forward is because of what he's seen looking back. So kids, I know 2020 was a very, very weird year. Even for kids that are as young as you, it's definitely got to seem a little weird and different. For me, 41 years old, this is unlike any year I've ever experienced. It was a weird one. There was a lot of difficulties, but there's a lot of really good things that happened this last year. But for me and my family, I want to look back at this year. I want to look back at the years beyond that and learn what Joshua learned, which is that when I choose to trust in God, when I choose to follow God and do the best I can to obey him, doesn't mean that my life goes perfect and flawless and I never have anything bad happen to me. But what it does mean, what I have seen to be true year after year after year, is when I choose to trust and obey God, my life goes better. And again, kids, this doesn't mean that my life, that when I choose to trust and obey God, that I get rich, yay, and I never have anything happen with my health, yay, and my kids are all, incredibly perfect, well-behaved kids all the time. That is not what it means. What it means is that there's just a richer, fuller life. And when I say the word richer, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about like rich, like sometimes you have this tasty ice cream. It's just so rich and flavorful. God invites us in John chapter 10, verse 10. Jesus says, he says, I come to give life and to give life abundantly. This incredible, amazing, overflowing way of life. That is what God is inviting us to. And so as we look forward to 2021, my encouragement to you is to see that invitation that God is inviting us to live an abundant, amazing, awesome life, trusting and obeying him, following him as best we can, resting and trusting in the fact that we are sinners who are loved by God and saved by his grace and invited to an incredible life. And kids, be wise. Look back over the last year and see what's happened when you've done the things you know that God wants you to do. And look back at the times when you've done the things where you know you shouldn't do them. And I'm willing to guess, I'm willing to make a pretty strong statement here that I bet you that time and time again you've seen that when you choose to follow God, things go better. That doesn't mean that there's never difficulties. It just means that you find yourself in a better spot when it's all said and done than when you choose to disobey and try things your own way. 2021 is a blank slate. It's a fresh start. You literally come this next Friday, you have the opportunity to start your new year however you want. I encourage you to start it by following and trusting God. And if you're having trouble making that decision, then do what Joshua said. Just look behind you, see what you've done in the past, see how faithful God has been, and I believe it'll help you to set your mind on the right decision, which is to trust and obey and to follow Jesus. Kids, I hope you have a great New Year's Day. I hope you have a great start to your year, and we'll see you next weekend. For now, I'm signing out, so peace out. I'm signing off, so peace and wait, whatever it is, I gotta go because there's things to do. So see you guys later.
So that was cool, right?
It was great. That was great encouragement.
Thank you.
We
Thank
really
you.
need that because we can, I don't know about you, but I can be filled with fear sometimes about the
Oh, yeah.
unknown. And,
Oh, yeah.
and it's just so good to remember that God is going to be with us and go with us into the future.
I love it. I love it.
Okay,
Thank you.
so you mentioned the future though.
Looking ahead, looking forward.
and
Yep.
that's super appropriate right now, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Exciting. But can we just take a minute, because there's been some really amazing things that we can see when we look behind, when we look in the past.
You want to go rearview mirror for a little bit?
I do, because it's the end of the year, and
yes.
I just feel like we need to just remember how far we've come.
What,
And
are you
some
talking
of
about
the
this show?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is a fantastic idea.
And what kind of things we've done. All the fun. Let's
we have
relive
done
it.
some
Let's
things.
do it.
We have done some things. We have had a lot of fun. We've done a lot of things. We're like on our 40th episode or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. Are you saying montage?
Montage!
Montage! Oh my goodness. Kids,
Okay.
this is going to be great.
Okay, but Davito, no pies in my face. We've seen enough of that. The kids are tired of it. That's not what they want.
Ignore her.
They don't
Lots
want
of pies.
any pies in the face. This face.
This
I
is
mean,
gonna
there
be
was a particularly momentous
Up the
moment that I
schnoz. Listen,
cannot
let's
get
just
out
let
of
the
my head.
montage
Okay.
be what it
All
needs to
right.
be.
Okay,
Let the montage speak for itself. Davito, do the thing you do.
Wait, let's count it in.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Roll it, Davito! Davito, I hope you're ready. Stop looking at the cupcake because you have a job to do. 1, 2, 3. Roll it, Davito! I hate that I lost. I hate it.
This is not the best water you can find. I don't like water. Okay, that one was on the hot side. Tears in my eyes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Miss Carrie's Craft Corner.
Not Stinky Steiner, it's Stinky Steiner.
Hey kids, my name is David.
I'm Granny's friend, Abuelita.
My name is Walter the Rabbit Chad.
My name is Georges Sanson.
Kiddos, my name is Hank.
My name is Agent Johnson from the Secret Service.
My name's Nigel. Inspector Hans Dusseldorf. My name is Steve Stevenson. Martin Q. Snodgrass.
Don't yuck my yum.
I believe in you!
See trees of green, red roses too.
Where are you going, Mr.
Faster than light or something.
It went on my nose.
About the show and all, but
My lucky number, 359.
what's your lucky number?
It's not yours?
To those in need, eh?
Because I am the scourge of the seven seas, Captain Jack Bluebird.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And I always will be! Ow!
Okay, Ryan, that was amazing. I laughed, I cried. Oh, is this because the memories are just so much to take?
These are tears of joy. These are tears of like, I can't believe that we've been this. I mean, we've done so much. And kids,
Yes.
you guys, You guys have been such a big part of it, right?
Huge part of it.
Oh my
Sundays
goodness.
have been one of our favorite days.
Oh, it's been so much fun.
It's just been so fun to just live all of this with you virtually. And sometimes when you rolled up, we had so much fun seeing you.
That's true. We had a very interesting situation. The coronavirus gave us lemons, and we did the best we could
to make lemon pie.
I was thinking like a lemon fight or something. Okay, but yes, we made lemon meringue pie.
Yeah.
It's been a great year. We have so much excitement for the year ahead as well. This is not stopping anytime soon, kids. We plan on rolling ahead, and we're gonna go ahead and start with a new series, which is gonna begin.
And
actually, not. Was it next week or the week after?
The week after.
Okay, cool. This is exciting.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
remember, we're going to be starting a new channel in the new year too. So all these new things.
Oh, this is exciting. All right, kids. You have a great new year. We're gonna have a great new year. It's gonna be fantastic. We will see you next week.
Happy New Year, guys.